So I've asked all of you to make a short little video, and I know it's hard at first. This is my 6th year teaching online, and I'm starting to get used to videotaping myself, but it's still not something I really like to do. So I know it's a little bit challenging, and maybe it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but you can do it. I showed you how to use Moodle. Right in Moodle you can do recordings, but I'm using just my recorder on my Mac, and then I will save this file to my YouTube channel, but you could also save to your Microsoft OneDrive, and then you can just share the URL so that people can go and watch it. So just a little bit about myself. I'm kind of going through the same questions that I gave you. So where am I from? I'm from Ohio. I was born and raised in a little suburb called Greene, Ohio. I went to university in Columbus, Ohio. And then right after I finished university, my husband and I went to live in Tbilisi, Georgia. So I worked in this QSI school in Tbilisi for 4 years. I was very young. Oh, I look at those pictures. I was very young. I enjoyed Georgia very much. It was a nice place to live. After 4 years in Georgia, we went to Vilnius, Lithuania. It was not a QSI school, and we worked there for 5 years. 2 of my children were born in Vilnius. And then we went back to work with QSI in Macedonia. And then I became pregnant with my 3rd in Macedonia, and both my son, who was a baby then, and myself were very sick from the air pollution in Macedonia. And my husband asked to be transferred, and he went to the QSI school in Bratislava, and Sylvia was born that summer, and I didn't go back to work. That's when I started teaching online. And in that whole time between Macedonia and Hungary, we also found that my husband's great-grandfather was Hungarian. And through a really long story, if anybody's Hungarian and wants to know the story, you can ask later, we became Hungarian citizens. And we went to teach in China after we lived in Hungary for a while, and then COVID hit. My husband was teaching, I was still working online. And we came home just by chance right before COVID really started to spread around. We came for Chinese New Year, and then we just couldn't go back. So now you'll see in the background is my farm. I'm very happy to be staying here, and we don't have any intentions of traveling anymore. So that's where I'm from and where I've been. Like I said, I am in Hungary now. I speak English because that's my native language. I speak German okay, passable. I can order in a restaurant, do the things I need to do. Can't tell you my opinion on very much. I know a lot of Hungarian nouns, although I don't seem to be picking up verbs very well. If I ever have time, I will try to learn the language. I've already gone over all the places I've lived, my interests. I really like, I'll have a video later of me and my gardens. I love gardening right now. I played a lot of sports. I play basketball. I still am very much into nutrition and health. I do some exercise every morning. You'll probably find that I'm the most routinized person that you've met. I wake up every morning between 4:30 and 5. I grade the work that has been sent in between 4:30 and 6 a.m. I work out from 6 to 6:30 a.m. I get my kids breakfast from 6:30 till 7. All the meanwhile, my computer's on so that if something's urgent, I can help. And then I usually work on the computer from about 7:30, 8, depending on when everybody's off, until 10. I take a break. I have lunch. I come back and work more in the afternoon, and so forth. So every day is kind of the same. I'm very reliable to help you. Where do I want to go next in life? I'm very happy right now. You know, they say, like, I always had things that I wanted to do and I always wanted to be someplace else, and I'm very content to be where I am, probably more so than most people want, especially my family, because they still like seeing things and going places, and I'm just kind of happy to hold still right now and let the world figure out what it wants to do. I won't answer why am I taking this math class, but why am I teaching math? I'm teaching math because of Mr. Cowley, my 7th grade math teacher. I was terrible at mathematics, or at least I thought I was. I cried every day in the 6th grade. My father, I would go home and expect my dad to be able to help. He was an electrical engineer. He's very smart. Made me feel like I couldn't do it. But Mr. Cowley was different. Mr. Cowley was a magician, and I remember everything he said. And, you know, it just took that one person to help me feel like I could do it. And so why am I teaching math? Because I believe I can help you understand that you can do it. There's nothing really about it that's too difficult to do. And for those who are good at math, I'm really pretty good at noticing, you know, how to help you go forward and what comes next. Have I taken online classes? But as I said in the introduction video, I've been teaching online classes now for 6 years. I really like it. I know that it's been really uncomfortable for a lot of students who are thrown into online teaching, but you know, this is not, most people who have taken my classes in the past have wanted to take the class online, and I can individualize it more so than I ever could in a classroom. And you can pick and choose. When it's easy, you skip the video. When it's hard, you watch the video again. You don't have to wait for me to answer other people's questions. I form really good relationships with the students in the class. Some people don't really want to get to know me, and that's okay. They go through and do the class. Other people I talk with every day. So I really enjoy teaching online, and I couldn't imagine going back in the classroom. As far as learner, it's not so much what kind of learner I am, but I'm the kind of person who's not afraid to keep trying, and so that's what I try to encourage in all students. I don't really think there's visual learners or auditory learners. There's actually quite a bit of information to say that those are myths and they just sound nice. But I'll help you be persistent, because really that's the key. Some people need more trials to learn than others, and so the key for you is just figuring out how much do I need to practice this and not quitting until you get there. And that brings us to the last part, what motivates me. I like to do my best. I'm a pretty competitive person, although more laid back as I've gotten older. And so what motivates me is knowing that I did a good job. Like, I don't like to do stuff, I can't say that. I don't like to do stuff that's not well done. So I try my best to do as well as I can, and you'll find that there'll be mistakes in the lessons, and I'll fix them. And I'm okay with my mistakes, and I hope that you'll be okay with your mistakes. So that's me. I look forward to meeting everybody. Have a really good day.